Saturday Morning Live, man. So let's see what we got going.
Let's
What's
get
up,
right
everybody on
into it.
YouTube? What's up, everybody on Facebook, Instagram? Like, follow, subscribe, Twitch. We are live everywhere. Bang, bang, bang.
Black Planet, HBCU Connect, wherever it
HBCU
is,
Connect.
wherever it is, AOL or A-Sex location. You remember that? It's a certain age that you have to be for all of that. But we're gonna get right into these games. Number one,
The internet came on a disc.
At Hey, don't be using up all them hours. Once they done, they are done.
Hey.
But the Denver Nuggets versus New York Knicks. These are two teams seemingly going in opposite directions. The Nuggets look like they don't even attempt. Yes, the Nuggets not even attempting to play defense. And somehow the New York Knicks looking like a semblance of a legitimate basketball team.
Yeah, the Knicks look good. I said I wasn't going to adjust it, but I'm going to do it one more time. The Knicks look good, man. I mean, I hate on the Knicks all the time because they are the Knicks, and their fans actually pissed us off to where we hate them. Yeah, I didn't really hate the Knicks before.
There's no reason to hate a team like the Knicks. Sorrell was good.
Was good, folks. So, I ever since the media started pointing out that Jokic really don't play no defense, and y'all trying to give him this MVP.
How long have I said that he plays no defense? Every time they compare him,
bro, you can say we, bro. You can say we. We said that. We.
Well, you said it like you have been acknowledging this since day one. I've been very clear. Jokic don't even attempt to play defense. Joel Embiid is a monster paint defender.
I don't think it was ever a question of Jokic playing defense, whether or not. Everybody knew. I think the question was his offense was so good that it was like, well, I mean, he's already won two. He's averaging a triple-double, and his team is in first place. Now his team is in first place. So that triple-double look a little cloudy now. Now, for all y'all that was hating on Westbrook, that triple-double look a lot like OKC Westbrook back in the day versus Magic or Oscar Robertson triple-double when they, go into the playoffs and championships and all of that stuff. So, and they're at home. The Knicks are at home, right?
Yes. Knicks are the home team.
Oh, you know what? Let me pull up because last time I made a bet and then Dame Lillard did not even play. I made a bet.
The Nuggets are in first place. That got me too. No Brandon Ingram. I lost it with the Pelicans. I was tight about that, but yes. No, they've actually clinched their first place.
Jalen Brunson is doubtful.
Yeah, but he hasn't been playing.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know if they can beat the Nuggets without Jalen Brunson. I'm gonna take if Jalen Brunson doesn't play, I'm taking the Nuggets here.
Okay, I'm taking the Nuggets too. Let's be real. None of us really trust the Knicks.
No. We don't trust either one of these teams. Why would you trust Denver?
I trust Denver way more than I trust the Knicks.
Why?
Because they're the Knicks.
The Nuggets,
I mean, it is what it is.
The Nuggets
if you don't like it. You can kiss my ass.
The Nuggets have disappointed literally every single year they made it to the playoffs. Oh man,
yes, and the Knicks have not been good since Patrick Ewing and Allen Houston. So there's that.
Oh, they were good with Carmelo. That's a hate. They were good with Carmelo. They made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. I want to say.
Ooh,
Carmelo. That's hate. But I'm taking
next up, like I said, Magic versus Clippers. This is a good game. I actually think this probably goes down to the wire, but we gotta see who plays for the Clippers first. They're on. I don't know anybody on that team that plays regularly.
Norman Powell, Kawhi Leonard, and Brandon Boston out.
Yo, Kawhi plays the least amount of basketball I have ever. You know what? The messed up part is he was right in San Antonio. He was
my knee is not right. Like y'all need a fourth opinion.
And they were like, nah, you're good to play. And he never has played another like consistent season after that. hey Spurs,
except for
dropped the
Toronto.
ball.
The next year, when they traded him to Toronto, that's when Toronto won the championship. That was the next year. After that, that was it.
So a Paul George led Clippers versus the Magic. I'm probably picking a 7-foot Magic.
The thing is,
Sneaky would be happy about that.
none of the Magic's big men can stop Zubac. And when I say stop Zubac, I'm not talking about like he's Shaq. I'm just saying Zubac is a big person, and he just moves people out of the way, and he pretty much dominates the boards when you don't have a center or a 7-footer.
But you got 4 power forwards though.
I'm gonna take the Magic here because while I like Paul George, I'm not really a believer in the moves that they made at the trade deadline. I'm not a believer in Eric Gordon. I'm not a believer in Bones Highland.
The movement of Luke Kennard either. You did not like that.
And what happened with Memphis? Memphis 3-point shooting went up 15 points. They were at 34. Now they were at 29. Now they at 40.
Hey, stop. Please don't talk about Memphis and shooting.
Damn, Ja. Ja said y'all got him messed up, dog. Ja said that's not him. That's not me.
No, if you have seen the internet in the last 72 hours, they have found his original Instagram, and it is for sure him. Yes, if you've been on the internet lately and seen young Ja, it is hilarious. So me and Reggie both picking the Magic. Next up, Sixers versus Pacers. Prayers to the Pacers. Embiid Olajuwon is on the train for an MVP. Get out of the way.
I think it's pretty much settled right now. I mean, I like Giannis, but Giannis has missed games down the stretch. Joker has not played well, doesn't play defense, and their team is losing. I'm trying to fight fans.
What up?
So, Joy, I'm going to take the 76ers over the Pacers. Although, shout out to Miles Turner dunking on Giannis. Nasty.
He destroyed him.
Nasty.
But with that said, Embiid is a joy to watch.
Yeah, he's tough. Embiid is tough.
I don't think that enough people watch Joel Embiid, and if you did, you would see that he is a murderer. He thinks that he's a shooting guard and looks like a shooting guard. I know that I give Kevin Durant a lot of credit for having wonderful basketball skills, but Embiid thinks he's Kobe and looks like Kobe a lot.
No, he doesn't look like Kobe, but he plays he's a very skilled big man. Like, he may be one of the most skilled big men we've seen
ever.
I mean, he's doing step throughs, fadeaways. Then when you think he's gonna do a step through fadeaway, one-handed crossover, one-handed jump stop or whatever, he just goes down the lane and just dunks on you. Like, he has figured out when to finesse, and then he's like, okay, he's finally got it where he's like, fuck it, I'm bigger than everybody out here. And he'll just dunk on everybody. And that's what he does at the end. And that's all we wanted from Embiid. We know that you can hit the three. We know that you can do the behind-the-back pass and do the crossover. But when it's game time, give him the ball and move out the way. And you see in the 76ers right now look exactly like we want him to.
You know who needs to watch this and figure it out?
Anthony goddamn Davis. But he's doing it now, though. Carl Anthony Towns.
His big cousin, Carl Anthony Towns. If Carl Anthony Towns ever watched Embiid play and be like, I'm going to do that a lot, oh, you're a murderer.
Yeah.
You're a murderer.
Yeah. He could be.
But you gotta have the will to do that. Next up, we have Timberwolves versus Raptors.
Timbs versus Raps.
Yeah, there's two pretty middling teams. The Raptors have they've been figured out. The pause long roster that we really thought that we were early in the season is just fizzled. It's never really come to anything. I think that they're probably months away from really blowing this thing up, which I think will be better for the players, and I think it will be better for the team. And the Timberwolves, who just can't really get it together, this is a strong do not bet for me.
Well.
Do not bet. The Timberwolves are in 8th place. They should be better than the Warriors. Dooley, what's good? For me, I guess I'm going to have to pick the Timberwolves because I think they're probably the healthier team. No. Carl Anthony Towns is out. I'm just going with the Timberwolves because of Anthony Edwards. But whatever team you pick, you're right.
Okay. I like Fred VanVleet because he called out the refs, especially the one ref he called out is the one that did the crying gesture towards the Hawks in the playoffs last year or 2 years ago. No, last year. So I don't like that. I hate him, that referee. So shout out to Fred VanVleet. Last game, Anthony Edwards left the game with a sprained ankle and was seen in a soft cast walking boot at the end of the bench. So Raptors. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say earlier. I was like, all right, I'm gonna let you say all of that, and I'm gonna kill your pick soon as I say that. So I don't know if he's playing, but anytime you see somebody in a walking boot, more than likely they're gonna sit for the next game. So I'm gonna take the Raptors here because Karl-Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards are out, and Rudy Gobert does not have it in him to just be able to take over a game because he can't do anything unless you pass him the ball right at the rim. So, although defensively he's crazy because he just pretty much shut down the Hawks by himself. Him and Anthony Edwards.
That should be really good for the Thunder, who I really want to see in the playoffs. I would much rather see the Thunder in the AC than the Lakers or the Timberwolves.
You saw what I sent you in the group, right? The Thunder allegedly think that they could put a trade package together for Trae Young. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know what they will offer. Because I'm sure they're not offering SGA.
Send him home.
They're not offering SGA, so it would be like Josh.
Right now, Lord.
It would be like Josh Giddey at the 2.
Send him home, Lord. Bless us, Lord. If we could get King Joffrey on away from here, and we could get some good players and some draft picks here, we could have a team, Lord. If you, yes, send him right on down the road. Send him to Oklahoma City. Let him have the whole city. Let him be the king of Oklahoma. Him and who? Blake Griffin. Forever and ever and ever on in perpetuity. Yes, you can send me Josh Giddey. I would love that. Yes, they're probably not going to give us Jalen Williams. He's like there.
No, they would have to. They'd have to give us two players and 2 picks for Trae is what I see them doing that. Because they gotta match up the contracts. So it's gotta be somebody. The only person that I can see is SGA. And are they really willing up to give up SGA for Trae?
So this is the thing.
We stumbled into this. We did not mean to have this conversation. But I saw that last night and I put it in the group and I felt like we had to talk about this.
It's the best thing for they actually like Trae going to Oklahoma City makes a ton of sense.
Trae ain't going to Oklahoma City. Trae going to LA. Bought a house out there.
No, I mean if you can't go to Oklahoma, but no, you got to remember like he has the gym, the Trae Young gym. He could be legitimately the king of Oklahoma. Like that's his home. You could put more. I mean, as much as people are like, oh, people come to see Trae. Come to see Trae in Atlanta. That's his hometown. That's where he's from. He would really, as much power as he wields in Atlanta.
Why would you try to? You try to talk Trae out of here? Ain't no way I'm leaving Atlanta for OKC.
Nah. You remember when everybody was like, "Oh no, culturally Atlanta is way better than Dallas." You know, Luka and the international players in Dallas, Atlanta, and the Migos. Well, nah. Well, culturally, this is the best fit to get him the hell on. And then, man,
try to talk your way out of Trae.
No, yes, Westside walk it out. If I could get SGA and DeJounte Murray, oh man, oh Lord, you talking about a whole different game. And yes, and we will probably get another pick. We will get a pick. No, maybe not. It'd probably be 1 for 1. It'd have to be 1 for 1.
No, it wouldn't be 1 for 1. Well, I don't know.
Who?
I don't know.
Because SGA's played better than Trae this season. And he's the taller asset. More athletic.
I think has he?
Yes.
Stats wise, who averages more points and rebounds? More points, assists, and rebounds. I'm sure SGA averages more rebounds.
SGA was in the talk for MVP at one point this season. Trae has never been in talk for MVP.
We also have you have to remember that there's a lot of haters on Trey. Not saying that he should be in the talk for MVP, but there's a lot of haters. I mean, he averaged 30 and 10, and nobody talked about him at all at 30 and 10. Come on, man.
Yeah, because you didn't ran the whole team off. Now, yeah, we're not gonna do that at this point.
Yeah, okay.
Give me SGA. You know, I always want.
I don't know. What I'm saying is, I don't. It may have to be a 1-for-1 because there's no.
The money is about the same. And I think that, yeah, for the season, he's averaged 31 points, 5.5 assists, five rebounds.
Trey's at 27. But I think Trey averages more assists, though.
And he's 6'6".
Trey averages 10 assists. Dang, Trey is averaging 27 and 10.
Yes.
Again, so you saying he has had like a better season, and I'm like, everybody that you keep saying has a better season than Trey really don't be having a better season than Trey.
Let me say this. Trey's team is not supposed to be fighting for the A seed. And conversely, the Thunder, we assume to be tanking for Wembanyama.
No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. We do not assume that. You can tell they're not tanking by. You can tell by the way they playing. They never were tanking for Wembanyama ever.
But what I'm saying is, coming into this season, you did not believe that the Thunder were a playoff team or even close.
Maybe a play-in.
Yes, they're on the cusp of being a playoff team. I don't think that if you go back and look
what's
at
their
all
seeding?
The preseason, 8,
9.
I mean,
8?
No, right there they're 9. Right now they're.
So
9.
I mean, they're a play-in team.
But
you see what I'm saying? You said we fighting for the 8th, and they're on the cusp of being a playoff, and we're in the same thing. That's what I be talking about. That's narrative.
Wait, okay. So this is what I'm saying. You believe that the Pelicans were going to be a better team than them? Yes or no?
With Zion, yeah.
Okay. We believe that the Blazers were going to be a better team than them with Dame. And you believe the Lakers were going to be a better team than them. Now, the Jazz, the Rockets, and the Spurs, you probably believe that those teams are going to be worse or as good as. But yes, there are 3 teams that you went into the season for sure believing, and by 3 teams, that's 10 teams. There are 10 teams you believe that were going to be better than them. So realistically, you didn't think that they were a play-in team.
No, if you think 10 teams are better than them at the beginning of the season, you think they're on the cusp of the play-in, which means if something happens to one of those teams, they'll get into the play-in, which is the exact thing that's happening right now. Nobody thought the Lakers were going to be 13th. Like, nobody thought that.
The Lakers are 10th. They are 10th.
They just got to 10th after winning 2 games. What you mean? They were 13th yesterday, 2 days ago.
Relax. AJ is on here, and he is going to be.
Man, I can't. I don't care. I can talk. I can't see the comments, so I'm gonna say what I got to say. It is what it is. I can't see it.
Okay. Wait. So what I said before, trade.
I wouldn't mind that trade though, but I don't know. The money has to work, and I don't know if they're willing to do 1-for-1 SGA for Trey.
Oh, okay. Kings versus Wizards. Shout out to Kevin Huerter, Red Velvet, from going from this team that we have, which is a complete shit show, to the second best team in the West, having a fantastic season. I am picking the Kings by a lot. Light the beam, wherever I hit the button, all of that. Light the beam, go Kings.
Shout out to the Hawks for signing old Kevin Huerter and Bogdan Bogdanovic. I don't understand what the fuck we were doing on that. We decided to trade the younger, same exact player for the old guy that's shorter, that plays less defense. I like Bogey. He's a microwave, but he plays 0 defense. 0. And he's 31. Kevin Huerter's like 25, 24.
And signed him to a 4-year deal.
50 million. It's the exact same money that they paid Kevin Huerter in Sacramento. I mean, that we paid him here and traded him.
It's $3 million more. It's
the exact same money. It's the same money. The Hawks make no damn sense. I'm going with the Kings here because I want the Kings to do well, and I don't understand I have a Braves hat on today. I ordered a brand new Hawks hat that I was gonna wear, but when they signed Bogey to the exact same contract, I text Norwood and said, "This is the dumbest shit I've seen in a long time." So let's go Kings. I have nothing to say about the Wizards. Y'all are inconsequential. You in them pink jerseys, it don't matter. The Kings will beat y'all, and y'all be out of here. Highlighter ass team.
This is the thing that I will say. It's not the 18% of the salary cap that it was going prior. It's only 13% of the cap. And I think that this is a contract they're going to try to package with somebody else, i.e. John Collins, in trade for somebody. I think this is a trade.
That is a big trade because that's $43 million.
If you think that you can get a guy who can probably, when healthy, is a 6th man of the year for 13% of your cap, that's about right. It's a good asset. It is.
So if you're going to package this with John Collins, who do you think you're getting back? John Collins makes $25 million a year. Bogey now makes what, 15 to 18? 15 to 18, somewhere in there. 18, right? So that's $43 million towards your cap. Who's going to take that on that has somebody to trade back?
No, you probably do a 2 for 2. You're probably looking for 2 20s.
Who would pick up John Collins at $25 million for another $20 million a year player?
I know.
Christian Johnson from Christian.
No, they're not trading him. No, but the guy who I might be looking at is a Tobias Harris, who's about that.
So you would trade Tobias Harris and Bogey for who? I mean, I'm sorry, John Collins and Bogey for Tobias Harris and who?
Shake Milton.
They would. How does that help the Hawks?
No.
GM of the year guy right there. That's a horrible trade.
I think I don't think the Hawks want a power forward, to be completely honest. I think that they want to play point guard, shooting guard, small forward, center. I think they want to play basic.
What is Tobias Harris?
You can call him a power forward, but he shoots the ball. Basically, they want somebody who they can bury in the corner and can shoot that corner 3-point shot at a very high level.
You think they could bury Tobias Harris in the corner? If that's the case, they need to go get Jay Crowder or PJ Tucker.
That was literally PJ Tucker is god awful. He is terrible. But yes, so definitely in the mold of Crowder, in the mold of Tobias Harris. Those guys who stand in the corner and they're kind of like the small forward, power forward hybrid. But it allows Clint and John Collins no longer overlap. John Collins' best area is in the paint. Clint's only area is in the paint. So now you have Tobias who can stand out there on the 3-point arc and just shoot. It's basically what they're doing with Sadiq Bey right now. But our defense just goes, our defense craters. It craters. There's not a situation where we play any defense if we trade John Collins. Whatever guy we get is not trying to play defense.
But John defense ain't been the greatest. I told y'all to go get Jared Vanderbilt, and nobody listened to me. Nobody. I said Jared Vanderbilt all year long. When they said trade John Collins, I said the only person I would trade John Collins for would be Jared Vanderbilt. And nobody, even people up here laughed at me when I said that.
I don't think that he can shoot that shot enough.
Don't matter. Jared Vanderbilt can dribble, and he can guard the 1 through the 4. And at the end of the day, John Collins couldn't shoot the shot either till he started working on it. Jared Vanderbilt does everything as well as John Collins except for shoot and dunk. He does everything as well or better. So if you're going to make that trade, dumbass Hawks, why would you not trade John Collins for Jared Vanderbilt? They were trying to offload the contract, and they wanted him. And you could send him to purgatory in Utah. You would never have to see him again. But anyway.
Wait. This is the issue. For a career, the man has only averaged 6 points. He ain't do that.
Don't matter, man. Who you think you getting for John Collins?
Their offense is too bad.
What is he averaging with the Lakers?
8 points.
In 2 games, in all those games, he's only averaging 8 points.
Yes. Hold on.
And how much is he making? Because he paying $25 million for a player that you don't use. John averages 12 points a game.
Wait. For the Lakers, he averages 7.9 points a game. He is shooting 20% from three. Hell no.
Yeah, he can't shoot at all. He can't shoot at all. But he just does everything else better. He rebounds.
He averages
he plays defense.
7.5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1.5 steals. That's good. That's damn good.
He does everything else better except for shoot. And honestly, if that's what you want, you don't need you have all the shooting you want. You got Bogey shooting. Sadiq Bey can shoot. Trey can shoot. DeAndre Hunter does not pass the ball at all. AJ Griffin.
Who brought you that first, baby?
DeJounte Murray. All those people shoot the ball. So if you don't need somebody to shoot the ball right now.
Yes, they do. I'm telling you, their ideal Hawks setup is 2 guys in the corner, DeJounte on one side, Trey on the other side, and Clint sitting in the middle. That is ideal for them.
Then y'all just need to bite the bullet and go get Nicholas Batum and call it a day. And just do that and just sit him in the corner and shoot the three. Just do it. If that's what you want to do, go do that.
Yes, that's what they want.
Raid the Clippers. Go raid the Clippers. Get 3 players and a pick or 2 and give them John Collins and let it be Paul George, John Collins, and all of them, and they'll go do something really, really well. You get the picks and you stick Nicholas Batum in the corner. If that's what you want to do it.
I mean, I think I think they want to do that with Sadiq Bey, but now you look at Sadiq Bey's defense and it's so god awful. It's not. That's the reason that the Hawks are perpetually stuck in that we're trading John Collins, because as soon as you try to do something else, you're stuck. Because Sadiq is making the 3-pointer at a high enough clip, but
yeah, he's nice.
Defense
he's gonna get paid. He's definitely gonna get paid.
But this is the thing. Defensively, he's terrible. And you can't put another terrible defensive player out there with Trey, who plays limited defense, and DeJounte.
Hey, stop being a hater, though, because he played defense again last night, too. Again,
okay, we didn't
two-way trade. Two-way trade. Dorwood the hater. Dorwood the hater.
But, and even DeJounte doesn't play the most disciplined defense. The
reason he is a gambler. He is
his defense. Yes,
he is Asante Samuel.
But we need that because we didn't get enough turnovers before. That gives us an opportunity to create more. But you got to have 3 good defenders. You got to have Hunter, who's a good perimeter defender. You have to have somebody at least Collins level defender, and you have to have Clint Capella, who's a really, really good defender. But we got some issues because we got to figure out what we're gonna do with Okongwu and Capella here soon.
I think the writing's on the wall on that one. Capella's out of there.
I almost am there, but you gotta
Capella played 7 minutes in the first half yesterday. 7.
Yeah, but that's not the Warriors are not a team that's built for Clint Capella. That's a Okongwu team. They small, and then there was no Draymond. Absolutely. So yeah, even with Draymond, Okongwu's a better when they play smaller centers, they're gonna play Okongwu.
Kevon Looney was killing the offensive boards. Kevon Looney, when Kevon Looney was in the game, Clint Capella, in my opinion, Clint Capella should have been in the game because he can't shoot, or he doesn't shoot. He can shoot. For y'all that don't know, go look at Kevon Looney's mixtape. Go look at that mixtape, bro. Kevon Looney can play, but he just doesn't shoot.
Kevon Looney plays a whole different style.
But back on it, man. Heat Bulls. DeMar DeRozan, 49 points last night.
I'm going with the Heat.
It's late season. Jimmy Butler. I'm not picking against Jimmy Butler in the end of the season.
Nope. And as a Hawks fan, I feel like you have to pick the Heat in every game because they own us. They own the Hawks. I'm not gonna not say it any other way than the true way. They own us. They own all of us. And until proven otherwise, they own us.
Let's go.
All right. Next up, Warriors versus Grizzlies. Draymond will be back because he sat out the game versus us last night because he got his 16 technical. Thank you, sir. We needed whatever help we could get because we're the Hawks.
Steph Curry almost won the game by himself. Warriors and Grizzlies.
Nope. On a back-to-back, they went from Atlanta to Memphis, and the Warriors lose a lot at home. This is a Grizzlies game.
On the road. Yeah, and Dylan Brooks is, even though he's trying to turn himself into the villain of the NBA, he hit the game-tying three-point shot last night to 10 into overtime. The Spurs just keep finding ways to make sure that they're gonna get Victor Wembanyama.
We'll take that. I'll take that. I mean, you in on that, Reggie? I want 6 on the Warriors.
I can't see it.
I mean, on the Grizz.
Who's taking what?
Rodney asked for Warriors for 6, and I'll be your Huckleberry.
No Ja.
Ugh. No Wiggins.
Who's more important to the team, Ja or Wiggins? I'm gonna take the Warriors. I think Draymond is gonna try to get in Dylan Brooks' head again. I'm gonna take the Warriors here. Warriors 0-1.
I'm gonna take the 6. Yeah, absolutely.
You taking the 6-pack? You taking the Grizzlies?
I'm taking the Grizzlies.
And I think I'm taking the Warriors. So you could bet Rod. That's fine. I'll take the Warriors. Until last year, I didn't think Steph Curry had, like, I don't even know what to call it, the black chef, the evil chef, angry chef, like the black Mamba Kobe. But like,
why did y'all not think that?
No. Because Curry seemed more like Magic, meaning when he's happy and having fun is when he's shooting from half court and he's laughing and doing all of that. Last year in the finals, when they got Draymond pissed off and he was like, I'm sticking up for Draymond, and he went like, oh, we're not losing this game. But it wasn't the fact that he was like, oh, we're not losing this game. He's done that before. But he said, oh, we're not losing this game, hit a shot, ran to the crowd, took his mouthpiece out after the Celtics called timeout and said, this is my motherfucking court. I ain't never seen Steph Curry do that. Ever. And he's doing that now, and it started last year, and he's doing it this entire year this year, and it's being lost because they can't win on the road because all of a sudden Jordan Poole turns into, I don't even know. Yeah, whatever you want to call him on the road, he's awful. But I'm still going to take the Warriors here just because I believe Angry Steph is going to go crazy against the Grizzlies.
Baby-faced assassin. I
35 years old. Just got face.
I just... that's pure disrespect.
Boy, Beard just got connected.
You know, I'm going to leave that alone. Next game, and I actually think this is a really, really good game. We moved through Saturday. Oh, no. I got ahead of myself. Celtics versus Jazz.
I
don't think this is a very good game. I
think
the Celtics win.
Celtics by 150. And I hope Marcus Smart gets kicked in the nuts again.
By who on the Jazz? Jordan? Oh, no.
It's the 0 for 4.
Now that you say it.
Square
up. Big square up. I would love to see that too. And Clarkson and maybe Marcus Smart. Maybe they fight. I like it. Yeah, and then that gets Marcus Smart out.
I don't think they fight because I think Marcus Smart, but when he actually gets in somebody's face and like puts his hands on and say, hey, y'all need to chill out, they don't move. Like, I don't like, he has the strength of like a linebacker. And
you think he little Steven Adams?
Yes. I don't think people realize how strong he is until he gets in their face. Like when he did Trey, and Trey tried to push his hands off of him, and he was just like, no. Nah.
Hit him with a quick. And who was like, he didn't throw him down? Like, yes, that is what a throwdown is. That's a textbook throw down. You were up, now you're down. He threw you there.
Nuggets Nets. This is a good game.
Yes, very, very good game. I told y'all.
That's tough back to back.
After the Nets have settled, I like this team. It has a very strong foundation. And
of who? Claxton and what's his name?
Claxton, Christian Johnson.
You think they're gonna be able to keep him?
But the winner, Mikal Bridges. Bridges is the guy. Bridges now, I think since he's been traded, is at one point he was number 1 in points after the trade, but I still think he's like top 5. Bridges is a lot better than people knew that he was. I think I see him on the Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum ascension pretty quickly. I think that they're going to look for somebody else to spend some money on and see what they can do. But this game, a team that plays decent defense versus a team that plays no defense, and the Nuggets are on a back-to-back after a tough Knicks game, I'm picking the Nets.
Man, I just want you to put some. I just want you to put some respect on Spencer Dinwiddie's name, because you hate him and you refuse to mention him. And he's had 18, 16. He had 18 and 7, 16 and 11, 15 points, 16 assists, 29 points, 11 assists, 24 points, 8 assists, 17 and 8, 11 and 10, 23 and 4, 26 and 8, 28 and 8, 28 and 4, 25 and 6. You you got to mention Spencer Dinwiddie when you talk about how good the Nets are. You don't have to. You can still be a hater, but we know that when you don't like somebody, you're a hater. But I'm gonna take the Nets in that one anyway.
He spent the majority of his season as a six man. He's a six.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
He's a six man.
What does that mean?
He's Bogey to me.
What does that mean? You give Bogey big ups all the time.
Yeah, but Bogey's a bench player. You're top tier bench player to me.
Okay.
That's not a slight.
It is. That is exact. The way that you said it, that was exactly meant as a slight. That was not meant as a compliment. You wouldn't have said top tier bench player if it was meant as a compliment. You would have said you would have made it.
We all.
I know. We potted for. We're on episode 95. I know your veiled hate. Baby. I know your veiled hate. I know it. I've seen it. I know what it is.
There's respect there.
Pick this game. Suns Thunder.
I'm picking the Thunder. I want the Thunder to win. I'm picking the Thunder. There's no Kevin Durant. These children are going to just bother the shit out of Chris Paul. It's too many of them for Devin Booker. Now, the place where this could get problematic is DeAndre Ayton. This is an Ayton game. You should go down there and just win in the paint. Only person you have, you really have to come
to stop him.
But he's just and it's not that he's not consistent. He has really good games, but it seems like he just doesn't have a lot of impact.
Because he doesn't have any impact on the defensive side of the ball.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Offensively, he's going to get you your 20. I mean, we've looked at the stats. I always said Ayton underperforms until you look at the stats and you be like, damn, he averages 20, 21, and 12. You be like, damn, where?
It just kind of, but it just seems like he's just out there.
I'm gonna take the Suns here. I'm not betting that game though. I'm not betting no Suns game without no Kevin Durant. Crazy. I'll take the Suns though. Devin Booker tends to go off against teams he thinks that he can beat by himself.
Bogey and Clint Capella for DeAndre Ayton.
I said that last year. I said that this year. I said it multiple times. When everybody was saying, if you're going to make a trade, I was like, why not trade Clint Capella for DeAndre Ayton? That's exactly what, especially now that the Suns have Kevin Durant, that's exactly what the Suns need. Because Clint Capella don't need the ball. You just need somebody to clog up the lane and rebound, and we need somebody that can hit the free throw line, jump shot, and let John play in the paint. And Bogey can go. It's fine. I hate it, but Bogey can go. We got AJ Griffin. He just needs to play. I said that last year and this year. I love Clint. I love Clint, but that works. That works. Ayton on the Hawks works. If you're trying to keep John Collins.
Yeah, but the defense is so bad. But you
got Okongwu. You put Okongwu at that point. You could put Okongwu in there at the 4 and let Ayton just hang around at the free throw line.
Well, then that's the other problem. It would have to be Bogey. I don't know, man. I don't know how this thing works.
It works. It would have been Bogey before you signed him.
No, I think that Bogey contract is a good contract.
Yeah, but it's not expiring.
It's a Gallo contract. No, I don't think they will. I think that Bogey is a perfect guy for them. You don't have to play every game. You come out there. They just need more bench players.
They need Bogey, John. They would get Bogey, Capella, and they probably need a backup point guard. Well, no, they got what's his name, the funny looking dude.
Cam Payne.
Yeah, Cam Payne. They got him. But I mean,
Yeah.
anyway, Suns Thunder. I'm taking the Suns. You taking the Thunder?
I'm taking the Thunder, but I'm not betting that game. But I feel like they're gonna jump them, and I think that
I see it. I can see it happening. But I think Devin Booker, like I said, when Devin Booker feels like he's better than you, and nobody on your team can stop you, he shoots and he'll go for like 48. You be like, damn, Devin. Hawks, Spurs.
Yeah.
Hey,
Until SGA start tearing his ass up now. Don't forget about that. SGA is a murderer. But let's get to Hawks.
Oh, you think Devin Booker
Spurs.
gonna be guarding SGA? Yeah, right.
No, Chris
Torrey
Paul
Craig.
about to get run ragged. He gonna get
They gonna put Torrey
ragged.
Craig on him. They gonna put Torrey Craig on him. Chris Paul gonna get run ragged by anybody. Josh Giddey gonna tear Chris Paul up. They put Josh Giddey has 17, 17, and 11. I'm gonna repeat that. He has 17, 17, and 11 rebounds.
That SGA, Giddey, Jalen Williams. Do not forget, Chet still has not played a game for them.
Oh, you still missing somebody else. The bad night is what they call him. Lou Dort. Bad night, off night. They call him off night. Anybody that he guards has an off night. They call Lou Dort off night. That's who the trade should be if you were gonna trade. You get Lou Dort and SGA. That's a trade. But
I take that.
The Hawks beat the Pistons. I mean, the Hawks beat the Spurs. The Hawks are a 500 team. This is actually, and we'll talk about it on Monday. Excuse me. We'll talk about it on Monday. The Hawks have a five game stretch where they should be able to get a couple games above 500, but we'll see. Heat, Pistons.
Don't trust it.
I'm going
Heat.
Dang, the Heat back-to-back. Bulls, Pistons. I'm going Heat. Pelicans, Rockets.
No, Pistons. The Pistons are so bad, but the Heat are older on a back-to-back, and that's, I guess, Chicago to Detroit ain't far though. But it is a back-to-back. That's a tricky game. It's a very tricky game. Could be almost, and you know what? I would probably assume that might even be I wouldn't schedule a loss that late in the season, but
no, ain't no scheduled losses in the last 20 games. This is seeding.
Yeah, you're right. Pelicans, Rockets. The Pelicans gotta win. They have to win. And I just want to once again reiterate that they should have traded for Julius Randle. No way in the world you still holding on to Zion Williamson. You are bottoming out of the season because you don't have a guy in that role. Y'all waiting on Zion Williamson to be healthy. You're gonna wait for eternity. I'm picking the Pelicans. Who you got? Pelicans or Rockets?
The Rockets seem like they're growing up right before our eyes. Jabari Smith has finally, not even finally, but he's getting acclimated to the NBA, the different size of the courts. He had a game-winning three. He had a game-winning three. Sengun, what's the dude that hit that crazy shot? He be killing the Hawks. I can't remember his name. Anyway, the Rockets, and at home, the Rockets are that team at home. Now they just beat the Pelicans, right? That's who the shot was over, wasn't it? The Pelicans.
Yeah.
So they play the Pelicans again at home again. So
you picking the Rockets?
Yeah, I'll take the Rockets here.
Next up, the Raptors versus the Bucks. Clippers versus the Blazers. Clippers. Magic versus the Lakers. The Lakers play on Saturday today. Nope.
Magic Lakers is intriguing.
It's very intriguing. It's
no LeBron. The Lakers, I mean, Mo Bamba don't really be doing nothing, do he? No.
Hurt. He's hurt. He's out for like 2 more weeks at least. I think he's done for this season.
I mean, that is the season. 2 more weeks.
Well, I mean, I was more talking about playoffs.
Oh, play in. Play in.
Into the offs.
Oh, you assume? Okay. Into the to be determined.
TBD, baby.
I'm gonna take the Magic here, man.
Me too.
I don't know, man. Because AD be like, AD is flourishing without LeBron when he can stay healthy. They just pass him the ball and say, go dunk, and he does it.
But in this case, you have to go through Wendell Carter Jr., Bol, Paulo Banchero, and Mo Wagner, which I think that he can kind of just navigate through all of those. It's a good game.
That sounds like 30 and 15 to me. All them games.
But what is everybody else going to do is the question. I don't trust anybody.
For the Lakers?
Yep.
These additions they've had have been really good for the totality of the team. Nobody really stands out except Jared Vanderbilt. Jared Vanderbilt has single-handedly increased their defense by himself.
Yes.
Without LeBron.
I give you that for sure.
So
sure, without it.
I'm gonna take the Lakers. Paolo's only averaging 20. He done went down.
Rookie Wall. He tired. Him need a nap.
I'm gonna take the Lakers here.
I'm taking the Magic. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have concluded another fantastic Saturday morning live.
That is awful.
What?
That started lineup without LeBron.
Oh man, yeah, Anthony Davis, Jared Vanderbilt, a space. Like they don't even put a player out there. Malik Beasley and D'Angelo Russell has. And I said that D'Angelo Russell was a pretty good basketball player. I assume that he probably is a lifetime Laker this time through. After spending time in Minnesota, I assume that he never tries to leave there.
They're a balanced team, man.
But I do feel like the guards for the Magic can make it difficult for him, especially Cole. I want to see the Cole Anthony D'Angelo Russell matchup. That intrigues me. That looks like fun.
D'Angelo Russell's gonna kill that. What I like to see is they like to run pick and roll with him and Anthony Davis. And the Magic is the worst team to run pick and roll against because the help guy is 7'2". That's the help defender.
Hands up, son.
That's the help defender. So like what you gonna do? Like they be killing the Hawks with that. So I'm gonna take the Lakers. I like the Magic. It's intriguing, but I think the Lakers are more desperate.
That is true. Magic already know they out of it.
Magic secretly might be trying to get Wembanyama, and then I'll just buy the Space Jam shoes and the Looney Tunes Michael Jordan jersey and just watch this real life version of the Monstars play in Orlando for the next 3 to 4 years. Everybody is 7 feet.
I don't think that they're not that bad. I don't think that they're in the real running. Well, I mean, they're right.
It's a lottery. What you mean? It's a lottery.
Yeah, but I mean, they got the 5th best chances. I mean, you got a fighting chance.
That's half. Well, that's 10 teams in the lottery. That's half.
Yes.
You better than half the bad teams. You worse than half the bad teams.
You're right. You're right.
And if you think it's fixed, if you think the fix is in, then you know that they're not going to send Victor Wembanyama to San Antonio.
Well, the fix is definitely not in because New York has never gotten any of these guys. And if you're going to send anybody to a team, it will be the Knicks.
Yeah. They got picks.
That's the reason. Yeah. But with that said, another fantastic Saturday morning live. Thank you guys for rocking with us today. Always remember, Splashcast 36 pack will be out Wednesday. We'll do another singular episode this week because it's the off season. Falcons look to be making intelligent decisions. The Braves are winning in spring training, which kind of scares me. And the Hawks make me want to punch them in the face every day.
Hey, Braves, Alex Anthopoulos, we have given you all the praise in the world for this World Series championship over here. Don't fuck around and piss off Ronald Acuna. Now, you fleeced him, and now he's starting to realize you fleeced him. So now he's talking about holding out.
Who was the guy who told you this is wrong?
All of Major League Baseball. All of Major League Baseball said the same thing we said, Norwood.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
Everybody was like,
you're right.
$70 million? Y'all crazy as hell.
And we said that. I said, bro, you have to pay him at least enough money to where he does not get offended. We did not do that.
Oh, he wasn't offended until all these other people that are worse than him are getting. He was fine with the time, But when you see somebody get paid $300 and something million, and I'm like, dog, he batted .225 last year, or $180 million, and he's like, I'm like, Acuna gonna be mad.
Ronald Acuna is an MVP candidate.
When healthy, he's been hurt the last 2 years.
Yes, but it's
that's a
baseball.
big deal. That's a big deal. No, he
I mean,
wasn't there
right.
for the World Series run. He wasn't there for that. He was hurt he tore his ACL. And then the next year, he never was fully rehabilitated, and he was hurt. So, I mean, that's a big deal when you want 10 years, $340 million.
Pay him, and Albies is going to want more money, too, because he's that good.
Albies been hurt, too. Albies was hurt all last year. We did not see Albies last year. How you think Von Grissom stole what's-his-name spot? Because Albies couldn't play.
Right. But pay him.
I had to make sure y'all don't fuck around with Acuna.
Pay him. Yeah, and let that be the closing remark. You heard what Reggie said. Pay that man.
We done lost Freddie. We done lost Dansby. We don't need to lose nobody else now.
Nope.
Y'all,